Good morning, YouTube. I am Deshwa, and today I'm going to be doing my top 10 specific moments in video games. You'll probably see it on screen. Well, number 10, the Andros fight or the GameCube game. I can still appreciate it for its gameplay, but this game is kind of hard. The difficulty isn't bad, but this game is not easy. And I was like 8 when I first played it, so I kind of had some trouble. Defeating Andros was a blast, an epic boss fight to end an epic game, I would say. Number 9. Number 9, we have the execution of Ezio's family. Oh, wow. In Assassin's Creed, you kill people. A lot of people. It's a game about vengeance and suffering. Ezio and his family are constantly terrorized by the Borgia, and when Ezio gets to see his father and two brothers executed for treason, he goes ballistic. And fueled with this new rage, he decides to take up his father's work in assassin. I like to think that if it wasn't for this scene, Ezio wouldn't have become the perfect assassin we know today. That's just something to think about. Number 8, we have Mirror's Edge. Being an epic game full of parkour deserves a parkour-filled final level. Although the last boss, if you even call it that, only required a single jump. That doesn't mean it can't be epic, right? Seeing the helicopter fall to the streets below was amazing, as well as the rescue of Kate, Faith's sister. I would say this was an excellent ending. And my computer beats the butt all the time. Oh yeah, if you didn't know, spoilers. Number 7, we have the assassination of Charles Lee. Connor has hated the man responsible for his village so much he left his village to become an assassin. At the end of the game, we find out Charles' only goal was to lead the Templars. It is super satisfying, to say the least. And considering this is one of the few chase scenes in the entire game, I enjoyed this thoroughly. At number 6, oh god, it didn't get me. Defeating Ganon. Personally, I prefer Wind Waker over Ocarina of Time, and I never beat Ocarina of Time until it came out for the 3DS. The only thing more epic in this game than the fight is the build-up, such as the castle collapsing. Personally, I I'll explain why I like Wind Waker's Ganon fight better later. Number 5, LEGO Star Wars. The end of the game portrayed the last few scenes of the third movie before Anakin became Darth Vader. Just play the game for yourself or watch the movie. It's Legos. Nothing more to say. At number 4, I had Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands. The final battle with Ratosh allowed the prince to take revenge for the death of his brother Malik. If you don't believe that this is epic, it takes place in a sandstorm. In mid-flight, the prince must battle against hordes of enemies while flying, soaring through the sky. It's crazy. Number 3, I'll tell you why I preferred Wind Waker. This boss fight is some of the main reasons why. I mean, what makes the end of the Wind Waker for me so beautiful is the king's sacrifice. Throughout the whole game, you were kind of building this friendship, this bond between the King of the Red Lions and Link. And seeing him go, it was kind of sad. Plus, Link does a few front flips or something like that. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe just a few. Maybe just a few. Yeah, that's better. This number 2 is Battlefield. This footage you are seeing is from Battlefield Hardline. Everything in Battlefield is great, from the jets to the guns to the explosives. There is no FPS more realistic than this one. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. If you're watching the footage shown on screen, then you'll know how psychotic it is. There are explosions, guns, death everywhere. That's all I gotta say for this game. At number 1, we have the first dragon in Skyrim. Skyrim might be the most epic game in general, but defeating the first dragon and absorbing its soul as your team watches in awe just shows how awesome you are in this game. I mean, even they're afraid. I mean, just watch as you eat that thing. This battle may last like only a few minutes, but it's still an epic part in the game in general. It wouldn't be the game it was without dragons. Did you enjoy that? Remember, this is my opinion, so if you didn't like it, well, make your own. Subscribe for more if you did. There's a like button down below too. If you want more, well, don't worry, I'll be making one soon. It does 10 people.